to the left. So that means they're going to be shooting into the keeper's eyes, but that sun, again, will drop down as we get a little bit further into this one here.
Sure. There's a lot, very similar plane of vision as Marshall. I mean, the box is lower, right there on the field. You can see the whole field. We're real close to the action. Really, really nice venue.
Murray starts off again with the ball. They're going to move it over to that left side. Going to be knocked down by the Lady Marshalls, and they're going to try to quickly cross it back over to Hope Howard along the defensive line. Pressure closes in on her. Lady Tigers are going to win it back. Actually, they're going to turn it over to Crass. Has it right just the bottom part of the center circle, and she's going to turn it over back out the other way. And we see both teams, a couple little sloppy passes both around. They're going to settle in here in a moment. I'm sure we'll see consecutive passes from both teams. Gallimore with the ball on that far side for the Lady Marshalls. Gets it up into the middle. Now cross.
There we go. All the way through.
And intended for Pagel. Going to be picked off, though. Actually, Pagel gets another foot on it. Gets it over to Crass. If Crass can turn over to her right, and she sends it over far right, but goes to the socks that are black, and we don't want that, Jack.
Nope.
There's an opportunity. Oh, I thought we were going to have it there. Cross back over to the left side here.
Passing. That's when you have, 3 days of not practicing together with Casey driving into the middle.
Now to the top of the center circle, or not center circle, sorry, top of the penalty box, but that shot goes into the hands of the keeper, Ella Parker. Again, you'll hear two Parkers called on the keeper position tonight. Ella Parker for the Murray Lady Tigers, and of course, Parker Perry for the Marshall County Lady Marshalls. Remind you that after this game, boys will be in action. Eric Clayton, Kyle Johnson will be bringing you that. And long pass down the line, but knocked down by Hope Howard. And Murray farther into the offensive side of the field they've had all night. I think that player may have been offsides. There's no call. Out to the right side. There's a ball into the near post, into the hands of Parker Perry.
So that last transition we had into the, into their offensive end, a lot of disruption. So what they're seeing is let's just step into passing lane. So what happened was, Callan took the ball and just dribbled it in the middle, and no one stepped out of passing lane. So if we can recognize that and identify it, Kelsey's a great dribbler, a great shooter. If we can identify that and see that they're just standing in our passing lanes and dribble open to open space, we're going to open this game up really quick. But we've got to identify that. We can't just, rest on our passing. We've just got to identify that and understand that. And there goes nice pass to Kels.
Throw in there by the Lady Marshalls down here on the offensive side of the field.
Good job, Mia.
Teague has it, sends over the left side.
Good shot, Mia.
Goes off of Pagel's feet. Pagel and Teague are going to switch. Ball into the middle, left-footed slow roller by Fuller. Another one into the hands of the keeper, Ella Parker. So Parker with 2 saves so far. 37:08 to go here in the first. Long ball on that left side. Chested back, actually may have been headed back out the other way. It's going to go out of bounds. Throw in for Murray on the far touch line. Again, Lady Marshall's moving from our right to left. And Murray with the throw in. Off the head of the Lady Marshalls gives a Lady Tigers roll.
Good job.
Nice cross over to Hope Howard. And Lady Marshalls are going to maintain it here on the defensive end of the field.
A good setback, way to reset. We were getting pressed in the passing lanes. Great passing, girls. Great forward passing. There's one to Janie. Good job. Now, good job, Anna.
So Lady Marshalls with 6 consecutive passes in a row, but Murray's finally going to disrupt that, send it back out the other way. They're going to receive it here on their right offensive side. Handling the ball there is number 26. Now, tell me, Jack, how did you say that last name?
Which one?
Malika Gakocha.
Gakocha. We'll say Gakocha. Let's.
Yeah. I'm going to get a check here on it real quick. Go ahead and pick up the play.
Okay. Yeah. So Parker receives the ball back from Jonna Walker. She pushes it forward. Anna receives the ball, dribbles across, left to right, up to Janie. Miss ball. It's intercepted by Murray. There you go. Pass out to Casey on the left. Good ball movement, girls. Really good ball movement. We haven't practiced together for 3 days since Saturday. We played 2 hard games. Pretty competitive games on Saturday, and we just haven't played together. So we're just going to be a little off, but, man, sometimes that's good. A little hard pass by Mia out to the left side. Tried to lead Hope just a little too much. Out ball, Murray ball.
All righty, Jack. The proper pronunciation of number 26 is Gachoka.
All right. Well, we were first. We were right the 3rd and 4th time.
I don't know. I had the G. A little tough for me there.
I had the choke.
Off the Lady Tigers throw in here for Lady Marshals here, just in front of the press box.
Yep. I'd like to say hi to Eve Fuller. She's out there. She's a 12-year-old. She plays competitive soccer down there in Florida. And my brother said about the time they pick them up from practice, they turn the radio on, and it's about time for, Marshall County soccer. So they listen to the radio. So keep on going, Eve. She's a little one. She's grown 5 inches in the last, 5 months. She plays like she's little, kind of like Abby did,
Yeah.
Abby grew up in their position. She hadn't stopped fighting like that. So go, Eve.
Lady Tigers clear the ball out on their left defensive side and trying to get a turn on it and control the ball, and does so on that side is Gallimore. Tries to send it in to Crass. Crass receives. Nice little pass over to Fuller. Fuller with a left-footed shot and into the hands of the keeper. So Fuller was at 2 or 3 shots for her so far, but all 3 saved by Ella Parker. Down to 34-04. And Lady Marshall's over here at Murray, Kentucky.
I think next time she's going to travel that ball up into the 18, goal line. She's going to take a shot then and try to press a little bit more. I mean, the girls are up there with her. The girls are, there's a hold.
Yeah, big foul there on the backside of Crass.
You going to throw a yellow on that one?
Timeout. Yeah, she definitely had room to work, and they're going to call a foul.
Yeah, that was impediment, So Kelsey had a great drive, and she was driving to the 18 and grabbed her short. I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't have done it, but, I mean, Kelsey was definitely driving for that shot, man. Good job, Kelsey.
She had 2 players on her, Jack, and she tried to work around to her right. No pressure, or not able to get around her because of the pressure. Then quickly went back over to her left side, made forward momentum for about 5 yards, and then got taken out from behind. There'll be a 4-person wall.
Yep.
And Mia Teague's going to take this one here from about 25 yards out on the left side, maybe about the left third of the penalty box.
And Kelsey jumped right back
up.
Oh,
nice.
Of the net. Nice.
Actually, not the back
nice
of the net.
Nice follow-up.
Towards the net.
Janie Pagel. And Kelsey got right back up, right? Kelsey got right back up and got back in the play. Good job.
So 1 yellow card here so far.
Oh, nice pass to
Teague. Should be a goal.
Right to the goal.
She goes right to the keeper. She had about, I'm going to say about 8 or so feet or 9 feet maybe over on the back post, but took it straight towards the keeper.
Take a deep breath,
Well, Lady Marshalls have had more shots, that's for sure, but we need to get one into the back of the net here as the ball is crossing the center line. Lady Marshalls with possession. Casey Fuller up to Teague. Teague goes across the center circle. Now sends it over to the wide right side.
Nice move.
Gallimore over there. Going to try to make a move and keep it in. She does. Going to have to work back over to her left and does. Who made to drop it back to. Back over to Crass. Crass over on that right corner. Trying to work through. There's a crossing. Nope, not going to make it in there. It's going to go out of bounds and be a goal kick, isn't it?
That should be a goal kick. Huh?
Nope. They're all moving towards the corner kick. So
yeah, that was right off that girl's toe. Janie's going to loop that thing up there and see if we can pound one in, man.
Down to 31:53 to go here in the first half. Still scoreless. Caleb King alongside Jack Fuller here on K95.7 FM WCCK. And Pagel will set the ball down on the Lady Marshals' right offensive corner kick position. Raises her hand, comes in, strikes the ball, drops in near the post, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Robertson, I believe.
Nice full stands tonight, huh, Caleb? I mean, there's a lot of people here tonight. So,
well, it'll continue to grow as the boys will be in action after this one here, but you're right. Of course, they don't have the same number of seats that we do over. And you're blessed to have here in Marshall County, but definitely going to pack them in here tonight. It's always a big crowd here at Murray.
And it was a barn burner last year, right? With the boys, the last game last year, it was a barn burner. So look forward to that one.
Well, I will miss that one there. I have a dinner date with my daughter, who's a student over here at Murray State. So
yeah, a little bit of things in common we didn't know about, huh, Caleb? Yeah. Last time we were sitting in the stands, the girls weren't covered, and Caleb had an opportunity. We sat in the stands and talked a little bit, and both our daughters are in the same program at Murray State.
Ball over the left side for Pagel. See if she can get there. It's going to go. Actually, going to stay inbounds, but last touch by Lady Tigers. Throw in for the Lady Marshalls. Yeah, Jack, as both of us have a junior and studying the same thing over here in Murray. And we're going to go to dinner while we have an opportunity. Of course, it's not like it's a long drive from Paducah, but while the opportunity presents itself, going to do that. Hope Howard with the throw in to Crass. Crass has opportunity to move around to her right. Ball just kind of leads off her foot a little bit too far, but she's going to, I thought she was going to have opportunity for a shot there, but disrupted by the Lady Tigers.
She wanted that one.
Bevel to Hope Howard. Howard crosses
Nice
it over
cross.
the opposite side.
Nice header to Gallimore, Casey.
Gallimore.
I'm sorry.
Gallimore through a couple defenders. There's a
Good shot.
into the near post. Another save. Lady Marshall's giving Ella Parker a workout, but she's getting it done back there in the goal for the Lady Tigers. Still scoreless, 0-0. Gallimore is going to receive the ball for the Lady Marshalls. Send it across the middle. Bevel's going to try to get there. Picks it up for the Lady Marshalls. Sends it back over to the right side. Fuller picks up the dribble. Moves forward about 10 or 15 yards. She's still got a little room. Tries to get it up to the top of the 18.
Nice pass.
Pagel
She
gets
pushed
off the ball, but
no follow-up. What happened there? Offsides.
Offsides.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't catch that.
I didn't either.
So it'll be a goal. Actually, not be a goal kick. We didn't get in that far. It's going to be a free kick here for the Lady Tigers.
Nice job, girls. I mean, really good transition, really good passing. They're going, east-west, not just north-south. So real good soccer by Marshall County. A little rusty on the passes, but they're getting it in there. They're starting to connect, and it's looking good. Looking really, really good.
Murray gets the ball way down in the offensive side of the field, but coming back out the other way is actually going to be picked up.
Nice
pick it up. Robertson going to get all the way to the center line.
Now, this
for the
is where
Lady
Anna
Marshalls.
has to pick her head up and make a decision, and that's probably Anna's biggest growth opportunity is right there. I mean, she's a great, headstrong soccer player, plays through the ball, great dribbler, everything. It's just when you're in between that 50 and that 40 on the offensive side, she's got to pick her head up and make a decision and create opportunity. And that's probably, and not speak anything bad of Anna, she's an awesome, awesome soccer player. That's where her growth is, right there, is being able to pick her head up and decide to dribble through a couple people or decide to, get it out where it needs to go.
Speaking of getting out, Lady Marshall's trying to work to get it out over on that right defensive side. Going to be another throw in, though, for the Lady Tigers. Maxlow checked in for the Lady Marshalls, and now Murray's going to have a substitution as well, as we're down to 27:47 to go, so we can get a turn on the jersey for the Murray player. Be able to tell you who that is in just a moment. Looks like number 7 coming in, Avery Vanover, midfielder freshman. Lady Marshalls able to clear the ball out. Hill out over to the left side.
Nice, Janie. Nice pass to Crass.
Able to turn over on the right. Actually going to be picked up, though, by Murray. Good defensive pressure there by Welsh.
I think they're identifying Kelsey. Kelsey, most of the time when she receives the ball and it's in transition or backs to the goal, I think they're identifying that and they're putting someone right on her back. And so we've got to send Kelsey in transition and not, have her waiting for the ball. And I think she'll create a little bit better like that. But they've identified her. I mean, look, there's 2 girls on her right now. So
Riley Campbell with the free kick, and she's got a boot jack. She's been sitting at about 40 or maybe 45 yards each time. It's the 3rd time she's had an opportunity to do that. Murray with the ball over to that left offensive side. Robertson gets a boot on it, but she's just going to clear it out of bounds. That's a little bit uncharacteristic of Robertson. Usually she'll settle that ball down and work over. She had about 15, 20 yards. She could have worked that ball farther over to the right for the Lady Marshalls. Nonetheless, throw in here for the Lady Tigers. On that far touchline, the ball down the line and goes out of bounds.
Looks like Peyton Lamb's about ready to check in. Looking forward to seeing her play. She got knocked out She got knocked out over on Madisonville, and I think this is going to be her first play back in. So looking forward to her.
And when you say knocked out, you mean knocked out of the game, not unconscious.
Almost.
Yeah. It was very physical, and I saw the video. And you showed me that. It was very, very physical.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they were going at it, shoulder to shoulder, and then I think that Carmen, number 10, that's their strong midfielder, and she wasn't taking anything, and she hooked her arm and flipped her back, and I think if the ref and Peyton got the yellow card on it.
Well, they both did. They both got a yellow card.
Well, I asked that, and no, Pagel got a yellow card, and Peyton got a yellow card. Carmen, the Madisonville player, did not.
Oh my goodness! There's the ball up and through.
Pass.
Pagel with a touch. Can she split those defenders? Pressure's coming in on her quick. And she's not going to win it, or is she? Nope, she's going to lose it over, but Lady Marshall's going to keep the possession. Robertson over the left side. Hope Howard's going to move forward. Pagel's going to trail behind and fill that defensive area. And Hope's going to dribble it right out of bounds. Going to have a collision with one of the players, but be a throw in here.
Good job, Hope.
For the Lady Tigers.
Kinsley Perry's about ready to
there's
check in.
that substitution. And actually, Murray's got one, so we should get ours as well. So And now he's going to signal for him to come in. 25 minutes to go here in the first. Again, we're scoreless. And Lamb comes in.
Gives Anna Roberts a break, and then Kinsley's giving
Perry, you come over on that left side.
a little break.
Glad to see, she had her ankle kind of twisted up there in that game against Anderson County, wasn't it?
Yep, and she's right back up there nice and spry and ready to go, bouncing off number 26. So
another throw in here for Murray on their right defensive side of the field. Ball gets out towards the center line. Hope Howard trying to get it through, and it's finally going to go out of bounds. I don't think either one of them wanted to make the call. No, actually, finally, the center official makes the call. Be throw in here for the Lady Tigers.
It's kind of like a vapor lock. The ball was going really slow. They didn't.
Hit it off the Lady Marshals, and there's a long ball down the right side.
Kyra's out there, ready to receive it.
And Hill's turning on the power to get over there in time to try to slow things down. There's a roller to the near post, and Parker Perry's going to pick this up. Not quite a shot, but a crossing that didn't happen successfully. There's a ball out to Zoe Maxlow on the right side. Comes a little hot off of her foot. And it'll be a throw-in, though. Last touch by Murray. So Lady Marshals with a throw-in. Far touch line, about halfway from the goal line to the center line. John Walker. Ball forward. Maxlow. Long ball up. And probably going to need a couple more white jerseys there. Actually, Teague comes in and picks it up. Kinsley Perry on this left side, and cleared out by the Lady Tigers.
She just let herself a little bit too much, just a little bit too much. That'll come, though. And we got, 7 more games after this one before districts. I think that'll all come to her.
Hope Howard with the throw-in for the Lady Marshals, and it's going to be cleared out by Murray. So we'll set this up and do it again from the very same space. Hope looking for someone to move to get open. Ball goes down the line. Kinsley Perry. Nice touch over to Mia Teague. Teague's going to drop it back to Hope Howard. Hope Howard down the line.
Nice.
And it's going to go out of bounds.
Nice
off
ball
Kinsley
movement.
Perry. Here's a throw in on the right defensive side. It was about even with the 18. Ball comes out here to the center line. Received by number 8, Kyra Jones. She's going to drop it back, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Murray's number 26, Gachoka. Lady Marshals with a throw in.
So it looks like
they're coming back in, and Crass is going to go off.
It looks like they're putting Peyton Ray up there on top, and maybe last game, remember, Kyra was down in the middle distributing, and it looks like they put Kyra out on the wing, and they put Peyton Ray up there on the top to try to distribute out to the wings. Not a lot of productivity on the left side. Nice pass, Case.
The ball cleared out of bounds. Lady Marshals will have a throw in on the left offensive side of the field, maybe about 20 or so yards on the left offensive side. Hope Howard comes up here, one of the captains for the Lady Marshals. Throws it in. Fuller heads it down, drops it over to Teague. Teague with a touch over to Bevel. Bevel's going to cross the center circle, drop it back to the defensive line. Donna Walker over to the to the right side. Maxlow.
Go.
Maxlow.
Presley's moving.
Long ball up to the 18.
Oh, nice.
Got Perry over here on the left side.
Now
one person coming in, needs somebody on that back post. She's going to fake to her right, go back to her left. Now here she is on her right. There's
nice shot. It's in. Yeah, nice shot.
Back of the net.
Perry. Nice shot. She moved. She did that hook, and she put that foot on that ball and put the gun on it.
Kinsley Perry with the first goal of the night for the Lady Marshals.
21-10.
And that is Kinsley's 5th goal of the season.
I mean, you'd almost want to say that, it was all the way across the field, but you'd almost want to say that's an assist by Zoe. Was that Zoe that threw that ball over there?
Yeah, the only reason you can't call an assist is because the defender had her foot on there and got a touch in between. Yeah. But anyway, with that goal, that's $5 more into the CFSB scholarship scoreboard, where at the end of the year, CFSB will present 4 scholarships to Marshall County students, 2 athletic, 2 academic, both male and female, for their contributions to Marshall County High School. CFSB, your life, your bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lady Marshals. Oh, Hope Howard gets a little push in the back. No call. We're going to be throw in here for the Lady Marshals.
But you see, look, your wings are up above your striker. Or if we're calling that a 10 or a striker, I don't know. But there's nobody in the middle for Murray. I don't quite understand that.
Well, the Lady Marshals finally get that ball over towards the middle, but Murray's going to send it back out the other way. Peyton Lamb, though, reverses back over to her left. Drops it back to Hill here on the defensive line for the Lady Marshals. Back over to Bevel. Bevel going to try to carry through. Murray's going to pick it up. They have an opportunity to send it over to their left wing. Actually going to send it down to the middle. Settle down there in the middle. Hill clears it back out, though, for the Lady Marshals.
So what Casey's not, I mean, Casey plays, all over the front of the field, right? But, I mean, look, they're playing a sweeper, right? So your striker's almost got to be up there with that sweeper and make a decision, a little bit hard press.
Yeah, well, Jack, I don't know if that last time we were trying to handle the ball and get some forward momentum, neither team was really moving. Murray really didn't have to move far. They're over here on their offensive side of the field, but Lady Marshals weren't moving to get open either. Yeah. This ball over towards that right corner kick area. It's going to be off of Murray, and it's going to be a corner kick for Murray. So their first corner kick of the night be coming off their right offensive side. And this is the kind of thing that's helpful in the first half. The keeper doesn't have to worry about the sun being in her eyes at all.
Right. I almost want to yell it. I mean, this is when you're on the radio. You can't yell as a parent.
No, you can't. I mean, you can, but
yeah,
it doesn't look really good. Or it doesn't sound really good either. Maxlow with the steal on that right side. Lady Marshals trying to go down the line. Maxlow, I guess, just out of bounds. But it would have been a 2-on-2 opportunity for the Lady Marshals if Maxlow could have gotten it back. It would have been her and Casey Fuller, but nonetheless, throw in on the opposite side of the field. 18:31 to go here in the first. And the throw in, gosh, it's way farther down than I thought. What do we got?
Goodness.
Is that a throw in?
Yeah.
It went way out back there? I guess no one's disputing it other than me, so I guess it's right. Fuller needs some help on this left side. Perry's coming in, and then one player goes down. Fuller
two.
Going left and right.
Nice
Feeds it over to Kinsley Perry. Oh, Perry called for offsides.
Ah, man. How? I mean, they're all back here.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was two girls beyond. I don't understand.
It was close, but I don't know, Jack.
Nice. Nice ball movement, ladies.
Casey Fuller dribbling, running through there, swerving. Back and forth. Swerving more than Boogie with a hoodie.
Boogie with a hoodie. Yeah.
So here comes the free kick. And watch, Jack, this thing is going to sail about 45 yards or so.
Man, nice foot.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look at that. She just sends it all the way over about a little more than a third of the length of the field. And we've got a foul right near the center circle. And I can't tell. I guess it's going to be on Murray.
Okay. Let's get set, girls.
Teague. Quick touch over to Peyton Lamb. Lamb's got a lot of room. Someone's coming over, send it over to the top. Oh, my. She gets taken out underneath. Going to go down to the ground. Hope she's okay. She is bounced up and ready to go. Throw in for the Lady Marshals on that far right side. There'll be substitutions first. Who we got coming back in here?
It looks like Ringstaff's coming in, and Lainey Smith's replacing Hope for a little break, and then Mia's getting a little break by Ringstaff.
All right, the throw in now for the Lady Marshals on that right offensive side of the field. They're inside the top of the 18. And players are scrambling around trying to get open. There's the throw in. And cleared out by Murray. Bevel's going to be there to receive it. Back over to the right side. They're going to swing it back around to Hill. Hill's back here on the defensive line.
That's a good reset.
Still on the bottom of the center circle, over towards the top of the 18.
Get on the pins.
Perry not going to be able to get there in time. Actually, maybe she did. But it
almost
goes on,
got her hips around, didn't she?
Yeah, almost. I don't think anybody will be on the backside to help her, though. So that'll be a goal kick here for Murray. 15:55 to go in the first.
I think I'd like to be really complimentary of how Coach Boone has adjusted his how he resets. Instead of the girls, at the first couple games we'd reset all the way back to the goalie, but we're understanding now that we don't have to reset back to the goalie. If we're on the offensive side of the field, our defensive line is 30, 40 yards, on the 30, 40 yard on our side, why reset back all the way to the goal? And I think we're understanding that, and it's keeping that forward momentum going. Instead of resetting all the way back, and it gives them an opportunity to reset their entire field, we're not letting them do it anymore. Now we're resetting about 10 yards off the. It's another nice feed.
Yeah, Lamb with a nice feed over to Kinsley Perry, but it's going to be cleared out. The Lady Marshals will have a throw-in deep in their left offensive side of the field, maybe about 7 or so yards off the corner kick pole.
But a much stronger offensive thought process. I think we're giving Zoe a little bit. Zoe's, she got, hit from the back when we tried to score that goal on Saturday against Anderson, and man, she got laid out pretty good, hurt her back, but you can see it's she's hurt, so hurting a little bit. So she just got put out. I think Clara came in, body.
Yep.
On the right side, and then Gallimore moved up to the right wing.
Another ball cleared out by Murray. Lady Marshals will reset another throw in. Kinsley Perry will do it again. This one here, even with the top of the 18. That's the penalty box area.
And Perry does, Gallimore, P. Money does usually play that right wing in club. She's not a defensive player in club. She's up there on that right wing. So
drop back about 5 or 6 yards. A throw in. Trying to get a turn. Casey Fuller across the top. Player down. There's a turn. And are we going to get a foot on it? Or are going to be cleared? Ringstaff with a couple touches. Ball finally comes out.
That was nice.
To the far side of the field. Who's going to win it and keep it in? Looks like Lady Marshals. Bevel gets it back to Gallimore. Again, Gallimore on that midfield position. Right to Ringstaff. That was Casey Fuller. Try to send it into the top of the 18. No pressure at all there at the top.
Well, she moved out to receive the pass from Gallimore, and no one crashed, and we had all that momentum coming this way, and no one recognized it and crashed. But nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Ringstaff came back and got things going in the right direction for the Lady Marshals. They recovered the ball back out of the defensive side of the field, and as we were moving just across the center circle, Peyton Lamb gets fouled on the bottom edge of the center circle, maybe about 4 feet from the bottom of it. Hill puts it in play, goes towards the top of the 18, towards the right side just a little bit.
That's
and the keeper's going to come out and actually have a collision with her own player. That was going to hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah. Chase, really soft ball, really good soft ball. I don't know if she could have done that any better the way she just lofted it and we ran underneath it. There was just a defender there, but a nice service from Chase.
Body on the right side, sends it over farther to the right side to Casey Fuller. And Murray trying to make it go out wide right. And Fuller's going to keep it in bounds. She sends it out to the top of the 18 to Lamb. Can Lamb settle it and get a turn on it? She's right there at the elbow, cleared out by Murray. Down to 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Again, Lady Marshals have the 1-0 lead. And more substitutions if they're going to get the call. And they're finally going to make the call. There we go. Both sideline officials.
Nice soccer by Marshals.
Had their flags up and finally seen. So
yep.
Checking in for Murray is number 1, Ava Claire Flota.
Good, Ava
and
Claire.
who was coming in there for Lady Marshals?
We had another player come in over there on that defensive right end. It was 13. Emily Hopkins came back in, or she went over to that defensive right. So let's reset.
Foul on Robertson.
Yeah. Charge.
As we're down to 11 and a half to go here. And this will be taken off on that left side. Jalen Fuqua looks like she'll take the free kick, and she's got a boot on it as well, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Sending that ball about probably a third of the length of the field. Ball deflected by the Lady Tigers. Now up in the air, 50-50 ball. Knocked down, still another 50-50 ball. Nice down the line over the right side.
Gallimore's wide open there. Kinsley Perry on the far back side there if she can turn it.
And Perry was there if it did come out.
Good job.
Nice crossing there.
Money.
And Lady Marshals there again giving a big workout to Ella Parker. Goal kick comes out. Touched by Ringstaff. Picked up by Flota. Flota goes down over to this right side. Now moving forward is Kyra Jones. Last touch by the Lady Marshals.
Laney Smith, good defense. Pushes that ball out. Gives us an opportunity to reset.
Throw in by Isabel Bourne. Down the right line. And Murray trying to work in towards the top of the 18. There's an opportunity for a shot. Actually going to be offsides. This is the call.
Kyra's just a step off.
So we'll move this one here out maybe about a yard or so short of the top of the penalty box.
So
Lady Marshals.
I'm sorry. So I don't know if I said this earlier, but Ava Flota has only had 1 goal. So they've had 4 games. Nice pass, man. Nice pass, Kins.
Gallimore over on the right side. Opportunity for a one-touch shot. She's going to slow things down just a little bit. Goes over with her left foot. Dribbles into the top of the penalty box. Deflected up in the air. Gets a big roll over to the left side for the Lady Marshals. There to keep it in bounds is Perry. Perry's going to be shielded off, and gosh, that's going to be a throw-in. Oh, thought it was going to be a throw-in.
Yeah.
It's going to be a throw-in, Jack. It's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Tigers.
Goodness, I saw her kick it out.
And back here, Ringstaff looking to cross the ball for the Lady Marshals. Gallimore settles it. Sends it up into the middle to Peyton Lamb.
Good, Peyton. Nice
Lamb
pass
out to the right.
Body
back over to the Lamb. Lamb from the right corner. Trying to get it back through. Fuller tries a turn. And I think she tried to rush that one, Jack.
She sure did.
A lot of pressure on her to try to get a clean shot.
Presley was right here. She just, she got her head down and tried to shoot. And we had some open spots, but.
So we'll reset this again over on the right side. There's Fuller. Going to try to go down the line. Gallimore receives, sends it across the top. Wow, that's a great crossing there. Headed back out the other way by the Lady Tigers. Lamb's going to settle it. Drop back over to Robertson. Robertson about the center of the field.
Nice.
Gosh, there's a boot. Is that going to go in the back? Off the top of the upright. And you know what? You know what happened right there? Everyone stopped and watched, Jack.
Yeah.
The offensive side and the defensive side.
Right.
Everyone just like, oh my gosh, is that going to go in? And it did. It went off the top of the upright, but no follow. So Lady Marshals could have had a follow opportunity there, but nonetheless,
nice
back out the other
dribbling
way.
by Peyton Ray. Really good. She dribbled through Ringstaff. She dribbled through Anna Roberts. Really good. Heads up. She was one step off of passing it. Kyra was out here, but really good closing defense. And, you say it over and over again. When you're pressuring the dribbler to pass, it's not – you don't get the ball sometimes. But second pass, ball was ours again. So great job, Marshall, but really good dribbling by Peyton Ray.
Speaking of dribbling, Jack, do you know why soccer players and basketball players don't play in pants?
No.
You don't want to dribble in your pants. Terrible, isn't it?
That's good stuff, man.
All righty.
Yeah.
So that's my one for the game.
Yeah.
7.5 minutes to go.
I can't wait to, if we ever get around a campfire, and I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sure you got 100 of them.
101, actually, Jack. A lot of substitutions here for the Lady Marshals. Crass back in, Mia Teague back in, and there was one other, Zoe Maxlow on the right side.
There you go.
So Kinsley Perry's going to check off, and Fuller's going to check off, and Peyton Lamb. Down to 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Lady Marshals again have the 1-0 lead.
I'd say possession's 80+% Marshall, though, so.
There's a big tug of the jersey. I don't know how they don't see that. Well, there it is seen, I guess, right there. I guess maybe he's waiting, Jack, to see how the possession went. You don't want to disadvantage the Lady Marshals.
Let's go.
Teague to Robertson. Robertson about even with the bottom of the center circle. Back to Teague. Hill's going to receive it at the center line, and she's going to send it with too much heat to the left side where Zoe Maxlow's playing now. And substitution here for Murray and Lady Marshals as well. It looks like who we got coming in? Is that
it looks like
Pagel?
Janie's coming in for Gallimore P Money on the right side. Let's see if Zoe and her switch here once we get going. I guess Ava. Their second leading scorer, Ava Flota. She's only scored 1 goal since. She's only scored 1 goal since the last 7 players. So 4 games later, Ava's kind of tapered off there. So don't know what the answer is to that, but
ball rolls across the chest of a Lady Tiger as well as the Lady Marshals, but they played off on the right side here. Moving forward here is Flota. Flota with a lot of pressure by Hill. Flota reverses back over to her left. Tried to switch it back again, and it's going to go out of bounds. Could be a throw-in. Oh, I thought it would be a throw-in for the Lady Marshals, but last touched. Lady Tigers will have a throw-in. Throwing in number 20. Does that say number 23?
28.
28. Okay. Isabel Bourne.
All right.
Ball on the right side here for Murray. Trying to move it up and forward. Over on the right side. I guess she was on side. There's moving forward is Flota. Flota looking to try to cross Hill with a pressure. Flota goes off of her foot a little bit too far. And they're going to call that a foul against the Lady Marshals.
Really?
Boy, I don't know about that one
Ava
there.
went sliding in there. I don't know how you could call that. I really like the way Kelsey's playing this
Well, at least it
game.
was outside the box if he's going to call that.
I'd like to yell at her and tell her to get with the, sweeper back, but I like how she's playing today.
So Peyton Ray's got an opportunity to strike the ball towards the goal. She's on the right side of the field, maybe about a foot or so outside of the penalty box. And there's the strike, goes towards the center of the
good job,
goal, and Parker Perry jumps up and snags it down. I want to say hi to Rendell Kramer, who's listening, as well as Kelly King, listening tonight here on K95.7 FM WCCK. Lady Marshals with the 1-0 lead.
Just a touch.
Ball over into the offensive side of the field for the Lady Marshals, but Murray clears it back out the other way. And Robertson with a touch over here to the left side. Zoe Maxlow. She's moving up and around, cleared out by Murray. Last touch by number 20. That wasn't number 20. No, it's 28. There we go.
Right.
Second time I've missed that number. Isabel Bourne. Tried to call her a 23 and a 20, but it's 28. Her ponytail bounces around, so it's messing up my perspective of the number. Here's a throw in. Laney Smith to Teague. Teague back to Smith. Smith into the center circle where Robertson
Good job,
is.
Anna.
Robertson.
Way to move your hips, Anna. So Anna received the ball facing, I guess, what is this, north?
Well,
and she totally did a 180, received the ball, turned her hips, and looked great, lateral movement in the field. I mean, just really, really good. So nice pass
to
by
Maxlow
Kelsey
on the left
Crass.
side. Maxlow with a little touch. Opportunity for a shot. Dribbles towards traffic. Actually gives the ball up.
Oh,
and there's the follow
yes,
by
Kels.
Kraft. Over the top of the goal by about 2.5 feet. But Maxlow was driving in, had pressure right there in front of her. Probably could have given up a shot there, Jack, but gave off to Krass, who was following on, maybe a little less guarded, but the shot just went high. Not over top of the ball. I think it's really all that one there was.
So Kelsey's learning, I mean, the 2 games ago, it was Madisonville, and she was charging from the right, and it was a low percentage shot, just like she was doing there, and there was no way she could have won. She shot. So this time, I mean, she's learning. She saw where she was at. She saw her low percentage shot, and she dished it off to Kelsey, and Kelsey just
Robertson and Maxlow. What's she doing on that one, Jack? Can you explain to all the listeners what happened there?
That looked like Callan's shot. About 3 or 4. She just didn't get her body on the ball.
It's just a bad choice. That's a bad choice.
Head up, head down, and then she didn't reset her footing. So what she did, she looked at the goal, right? She looked down, and then she didn't reset her footing. So she looked at, and what she did was her body was back and not over the ball toward the goal. And
sent it sailing to the right.
Sent it way to the right, yeah.
About 15 or 20 yards.
It happens a lot. It happens a lot. It's just that repetitive making that shot and putting your head down, resetting your feet. Her foot was just, her plant foot was just a little bit back. And her body was in good position. Anyway, her plant foot was just a little bit back, and it sent that ball somewhere else.
Ball
nice.
Krass has an opportunity. Ball, one person to beat. Can she get her around? There's an opportunity for a shot. This should be a goal.
Good job.
Bam, in the back of the net.
Good job.
Krass beats the defender on the right side. That was Gachoka.
Yep.
Move farther over to the right and put one in the back of the net with about 1 minute and 42 seconds to go or so. Jack, you see the clock is stopped there on 2 minutes.
Yep. Who sent that to her? I didn't catch that one.
That was. Let me get my bearings.
Was that Kelsey? Was that
no, I think
Zoe?
I think it was either Zoe or Teague. I'm not sure which one, but it would have been an assist, so we're going to miss an assist or give 2 people an assist nonetheless. But Jack actually had a phone call today. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Actually, remind me to talk about my phone call today during halftime rather than disrupt this here. So I got something that should be possibly interesting to some of the listeners. And this is not a joke for anybody who might be thinking, he's priming us for a joke. No, I'm not. Had a good conversation today with someone, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Ball through the center circle. Over to the right side. Lady Marshall's defensive side's going to hold it. Clara Body, long ball over down the right side. And Krass is going to get called for a foul. As we're down to about 1 minute to go or so. Again, the clock, as traditionally as most places, they stop the clock at 2 minutes. And this one's going to go out of bounds. So Lady Marshals will have a throw in here. This one here in front of the bench. Body, Robertson back over to Body, and now looking for somebody open. Lady Marshall's trying to move it forward. Pagel got a touch on it. Crass over to Mia
All the
T
way out,
over
Mia.
the left side.
Good job, Mia.
Oh,
just
not
a little
enough
too
mustard
soft.
on it. You had Maxlow wide open over this left side over here. Was ready for it. Laney Smith's going to go back. The defender kind of holds back. Defender had an opportunity to move forward on that ball and pick it back up, go the other way for the Lady Marshalls. There's Maxlow. She's out to the top of the 18, turns on
Nice
it.
shot.
And this will be a corner kick for the Lady Marshalls. She
was
went to the upper back post.
That was
Good
a laser.
position.
Nice shot, Zoe.
Good positioning of that ball there. Lady Marshalls down to about, I'm going to say about 40 or so seconds to go. And Pagel will set up this corner kick off the Lady Marshalls' right offensive side. So, Jack, you can see we're about to transition out of the first half, and that sun is still going to be a real tough one here when we come back after the halftime break. So, next half, Lady Marshalls will be driving their offensive side into that sun, and Parker Perry will have to look into it. But good news is we've had the advantage on the possession, so that could be a good thing. Ball across the front of the goal.
Good job.
Down, and who's going to get it? Maxlow. Going to drop it back. Actually, he thought she was going to drop it back. There's a shot. It's going to go up over the back. I thought she might drop it back to Laney, but she got a good turn on it. Just went a little bit too high.
I mean, she totally corrected that from that first shot. The last two have been just right on. I mean, just hard shots. So
short goal kick here for Murray. They're going to work the ball over on that left side, out to the top of the penalty box, plus about 10 yards. There's a ball over to the right side, still short of the center circle and the center line. Lady Marshalls Bevel's going to touch it and go back out the other way. We surely are within 30 seconds, I say, at this point. Pagel on the right side, looking down the right line, still holds the ball. Now gives it to Crass. Crass gets bumped in the back, and there's going to be the half. Lady Marshalls
yes, sir.
with a 2-0 lead here at the half. And Tuesday, September 21st, that's against Mayfield. That's senior night, and that'll be there again at home at Calvert Stadium, 5 o'clock pregame. And that's one with a inverse. So the boys play at 5:30, girls at 7:30. Underway here in the second half. Again, Lady Marshalls, we're going to be moving from our left to our right here. So they're going to be facing the sun this time around. Lady Marshall defensive line has it. Gives up to the mid, over to the left side.
So I guess the coach listened to me.
Yeah?
Tyra's up atop there.
Good.
And Peyton Ray's there in the 10 position, so now they've got their wing. So they're going back to kind of how they play this last time, which I think is the best way to play us.
And they have a floater on the left side.
Right. So kind of went back to that and get your speed out on the wings and let Kyra create. I mean, she's their leader. To be honest with you, we played a lot of club with her. She's played a lot of club with us over the years. With Dynamo, and she's a really good soccer player, really creative soccer player. So
Murray with the throw in. Headed down by the Lady Marshalls. Lady Marshalls traveling. That's Robertson. Robertson tries to blast one up over the right side. Casey Fuller's there. There's a defender on her back side. She's going to work back over to her left. Opportunity to go towards the back post. She does.
Nice curve.
And it goes to the back post, and that's where the keeper goes as well. But Lady Marshalls putting a shot on goal a minute 20 seconds into the second half. The ball here in the center circle. Murray trying to work it through. Gallimore gets a foot on it, disrupts things. Murray still trying to keep things alive. Sends it over to the right side. Hope Howard is over there, as well as Murray. And I think that's Gachoka maybe. Who's that on that
35.
right side? 35. Okay, sorry, that's Settle, Aubrey Settle. The throw in here for Murray. Deep on her right offensive side of the field. Trying to look and get a turn on it. Hope Howard with the pressure. Gets it back out over to,
take your time.
Going to be out of bounds. Looks like going to be a throw in here for Murray.
Right. This
one here will be even with the top of the 18 on the right offensive side. Again, just underway in the second half here. 37:53 to go here in the second. Lady Marshalls with the 2-0 lead. Pagel with a little touch. Popped up in the air, 50-50 ball. And this one's going to go to the hands of the keeper for the Lady Marshalls, Parker Perry. Really not a shot, but ball kind of rolled in. Not sure what you call that, Jack.
Yeah.
Slow roller on the right offensive side, but Parker Perry punts this one high, going to land just short of the center line.
The difficulty of my job.
Casey Fuller on the right side. Will she get there in time? And nice slide there by number 13, Emily Hopkins. Hopkins, a senior.
Yeah.
And offsides against Lady Tigers. They try to get things moving quickly over here on this left side.
Kyra recognized it and said, I might as well even chase the ball, I'm off. So
Donna Walker puts the ball back in play for the Lady Marshals to Hill. Hill with a quick ball up over to the left side, intended for Pagel. Picked off by the Lady Tigers. And they're going to boot it down their right line, but it's going to go out of bounds. Quick throw in. Who's going to win this ball? Kind of a couple 50-50s. Another one rolling out of bounds off the Lady Tigers. Coach Boone's going to go back and retrieve that one there from the fence.
Handball.
And there comes the throw in. Well, actually, not yet. There it goes. Nicely down the line. But nobody there except for Lady Tigers who blast it back out the other way. Off the head of a Lady Tiger. Got a good roll. Pressure coming back out the other side. They're going to play it back to Parker Perry. Parker Perry receives it by her feet and sends it long up towards the center line. Last touch by Murray. Murray's going to keep it in play. Jalen Fuqua down the line here to left side. Gallimore left it trail out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Lady Marshals. Deep on their defensive right. Into Robertson. Robertson with a turn back over to her right. Reverses back over further up to Fuller. Fuller. Back over to Robertson. Robertson across the center line.
Kelsey's
over
the
ball up
good
through.
Pass.
You got on the backside Pagel and you got Crass. And Pagel's going to go actually get through and drop it back over to Teague. Teague with a little roller up.
Yeah.
And can Crass get there in time to send it to the back post?
That's an off.
Oh, yeah, there's a sign, yeah. There's your sign, right?
There's your sign.
Yeah. They're still letting him play, though, but finally goes out of bounds.
He didn't see that.
Now he finally sees it.
Nice job by Murray, though. I mean, they pulled up. I mean, they did a really good job, whether it was by design or not. But, man, they pulled up, and they had Kelsey and Janie off when that ball was right. I mean, it was a really good pull. It was a really good job by Murray's defense.
So Riley Campbell will put the ball back in play for Murray. She gets the ball set at the line where the offsides occurred. And she's going to back up about 7 or 8 yards and come in and strike it. And if it's anything like the last ones, it's going to go pretty good.
She's got a good foot, doesn't she?
Yeah, crosses the center line. Robertson off of her head. Crass with a little touch
pass,
off the left
Kelsey.
side. Teague and Pagel not able to come through. Crass, little pooch shot over to the right side.
I'm really liking how Kelsey's playing today, man. I mean, she's heads up soccer, not heads down. She's doing a
Fuller
really
back
good
over
job.
to her left side. She's going to release one, and this has got a nice curve, but it's going to go low and into the hands of Ella Parker. And a punt by Ella Parker comes out, lands just short of the center circle. Hope Howard with the pressure. Murray gets a touch on it, and it's going to be last touch by, I guess, Hope. So it'll be a throw in here for the Lady Tigers. Far touch line. Trying to get it working down on that line, on that right side. Another one out of bounds off the Lady Marshals. So they're going to move forward maybe about 10 or 12 yards.
Yeah, I mean, their offensive, movement's a lot better than it was just in the first, 7 minutes of the 7 minutes of the second half. I mean, their offensive movement's a lot better than it was the entire half of the first half, right? The entire first half. So
Murray's throw in goes off of the Lady Marshals over the goal line. So corner kick off the right side. It's going to be a short corner. Quick pressure there applied by Pagel. There's a ball across the near post, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Lady Tigers. So here comes a goal kick. Parker Perry is going to put this down on that left corner of the goal area. And Max Lowe's in over here on this right side for the Lady Marshals, and Fuller is going to go off. Parker Perry with the short goal kick to Bevel. Bevel sends it up to the center of the circle. Off of Murray, and then Robertson. Neither one had a good settle, so that's why the quick turnovers back and forth. Murray's going to pick up the possession over here on this left side, send it down on that left line. Flota.
Nice.
Trying to get up and around Gallimore. Gallimore with the pressure. She's going to go down to the ground as well as the Murray player. No whistle, and it's going to be a goal kick, I believe. No, what? Oh, sorry.
Shoulder.
No, offsides way back here, Jack. We're about 20 yards back.
Huh.
I didn't see that. That happened way before both players fell down. And Gallimore is going to bring this ball back out for the Lady Marshals and get it set as we go under 32 minutes to go here. Lady Marshals with the 2-0 lead. And Gallimore looking into the sun. Going to blast it with her right foot. Goes back to the defensive line of Murray. And is there a header there? That's kind of almost a head-to-head. And let's see what get a turn on the number here to get checked. And I think she's up walking around okay. Number, was that 11 or 17?
11.
11. Welsh, Kerrigan Welsh. She's going to be okay. So that's good to see as her and Hope Howard collided there a little bit with their heads. Riley Campbell, there again, long ball inside the top of the 18, a big bounce. And you got to be careful of those. You get that big bounce, go over the hands of your keeper. But not this time. Parker Perry there jumps up about 6 inches and reels this one in. Now she punts it back out the other way. Big bounce, crosses the center circle. Crass tried to turn and get a touch on it. Gallimore, pressure closes in on her. And Murray quickly down on the left side. This is a good-looking opportunity for Flota on the left side. Ball towards the, actually I thought I was going to go to the near post, but that's a real shot, actually.
Flota, real shot. That was the first real shot.
Wasn't sure if it was going to be a crossing or go into the side of the net, but no, put it on the money, but also on the money there is Parker Perry. Her punt comes out, another great punt, another big bounce. Headed down by Murray. Back out the other way. Hill's going to settle it. Work back over to her left. Gets it over to Bevel. Bevel through the center circle to Zoe Maxlow. Maxlow's got a lot of room to work over the left side. See if Pagel can get over there in time. Pagel should be there to be able to cross that ball. Oh, she sends it back behind her. Her leading players on the center.
Yeah,
and you had Gallimore crossing on that back post.
Crashed right at top of the box. Yeah.
Unfortunately, dropped the ball back.
Yeah.
About 5 feet or so behind the runners. Throw in here for Murray. Opposite side of the field as we go under 30 minutes to go. Addison Foley checking in, the defensive sophomore for the Lady Tigers. And here comes the throw in. Far side of the field. Down the line.
It seems as though we always have this little gap, this little gap of pressure, that Marshall just.
Robertson moving forward. You got Maxlow on the right, but actually Robertson's going to release it. There's the follow. Oh, unfortunately, Teague not able to get there, but Robertson blast one. Thought it might have a goal there, but there again, just a little bit off the top part, bounce back. Now Crass is working forward. She's going to release one, deflected back by Murray. Crass with the pressure. Murray's going to keep the possession, move forward about 5 or 6 yards over to the left side to try to go back over into the middle. Peyton Ray goes down to the ground and what we got, a foul?
Yeah, Mia just kind of swept at her. And
I
don't know.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be a foul or where she crouched down and maybe touched the ball, but foul happened first. Now Campbell, watch this 40-yard blast. Actually, it's more than 40 yards. It's probably 50 yards. Ball rattles around a couple players. Maxlow going to try to keep it in for the Lady Marshals on the right side. Pressure closes in on her. Gets the ball up over to Robertson. Robertson across the center line. Has Crass in the middle. Robertson still going to carry. Gets it back over to Teague. Teague with the ball up through the middle.
Nice.
Crass just off sides.
I don't know.
Crass makes a shot anyway.
Yeah.
Get kind of hone in her aim. Another one off the top of the crossbar. Jack should go out and measure those. Huh? Both teams have had one hit the crossbar, right?
Yeah, I don't think Kelsey was up, but I don't know. I mean, she released after the ball was kicked, so
very close. But the official was right on that line, so he's a little bit better line to make that call than us.
It is good officiating tonight. I mean, nothing like Madisonville at all. I mean, very good, tight officiating.
Well, you got 3 officials versus 2. That makes a big difference. All right, Campbell again. This was probably the shortest one, probably about 35, 40 yards. Murray with the possession. Teague with the pressure. Murray releases off to the right side. Going to go back. Hope Howard. She gets a foot on it. Back over to Bevel. Bevel going to win that last touch. She does. She keeps it for the Lady Marshals. Move forward about 6 or 7 yards. With all that pressure coming in, going to turn it back out the other way for Murray. Murray, long ball down the right line. And if they can get a right winger there. Oh, wait a minute. She's got to be offside.
That's Kyra. That's confusing.
How could she have not been offside? That was at least 5 yards, Jack. I mean,
very confusing.
Yeah. So you're using the nice word confusing. I think it's unless there's something I just totally missed. That had to be a pretty significant offsides. But
Hard to understand, confusing.
yeah, there you go. Perplexing. This goal kick off the right side, and Parker Perry will set this one here up. Although, usually all the fan officials, they're usually really good about calling handballs and offsides.
Yeah, they sure are, aren't they?
They are. Usually you get about 30 or 40 officials calling those from the stands.
Yeah,
so
and we've really had good fan participation, haven't we, this game? I mean, I don't hear a lot of anger.
Maxlow, Crass, and Pagel working along at 3-on-3, and this is going to go over the goal line, or will it stay in? And it's going to go over the goal line. Last touch by Marshall, so goal kick. Down to 26:33 to go. Again, the Lady Marshals have the 2-0 lead. And a short goal kick. Going to work the ball out over on the left side of the field. That's Hopkins moving forward, and going to be a throw-in for the Lady Marshals. Gallimore actually got substitutions for the Lady Marshals before we get this.
Peyton Lamb
coming in. And Kinsley Perry on that left side.
Sweet.
So Robertson's going off, and Pagel. And Gallimore here with the throw-in for the Lady Marshals. Peyton Lamb making a run. The ball goes to her. She drops it to her feet, and Murray's going to pick it off back the other way. Lamb going to try to retrieve it back out. Loose ball out.
Jonna
Walker.
There
Jonna Walker.
Good job, Jonna. See, we didn't reset back to the goalie. We had a little bit of pressure, but we didn't reset back to the goalie. We reset back to the middle. Chase, made a pressed pass. Didn't need to do that. But really good decision by our defense, man. Not going another 30, 40 yards back, but resetting here, on our defensive 30-yard instead of, going way back to the goalie. So good job, Marshall defense.
Couple 50-50 balls. Murray's going to win this over on the right side. And that's Kara Jones. She puts one towards the near post, but into the hands after a bounce into Parker Perry's hands. And Parker's going to not be in a hurry here, letting her team get back. Sends it favoring the right side of the field. Crass with a big header, bounces up. There's a header off of the Lady Tigers, but gave a Lady Marshall roll. But the defensive line's going to send us back out the other way for Lady Tigers, but Lady Marshall's going to have a throw in here. That was by Campbell. Here's Gallimore. Gallimore throws into Bevel. Bevel trying to get a turn down the left line, but going to go off her feet. So turnover the other way. Jalen Fuqua with a throw in. Nice throw in down the line. Well defended as well, but trying to bump off and keep things in for the Lady Marshals. Jonna Walker, Lady Marshall's going to clear this one here out. So Murray's going to reset up maybe about 4 or 5 yards. Oh, actually, she can move forward about 10 yards if she wants, but she doesn't do so. That's Fuqua anyway with the throw in. Trying to win the ball. Murray comes out on that left side, and that's going to be a foul against Gallimore. Wow. Jack, I know you were looking down, but that could have been a foul against Gallimore. Probably should have been a foul against Gallimore. And that's going to come back the other side, and Crass is going to clip the player from the back side, and there's going to be the foul on that one. That's Emily Hopkins, went down to the ground for Lady Tigers. So Jalen Fuqua will take this one here from deep left.
That's a good kick.
Going to send it over to the right side. Coming out and corralling this one here is Parker Perry. Well-placed ball just on that outside post.
Good quick thought process. Gets Kinsley open and
they got their sweeper back there.
Start.
And then there's a big foul back the other way of Murray. That was easy call.
Well, and then Kelsey got knocked down too, man.
Well, I think that's the one that got called.
Oh, was it?
Well, maybe not, because that's not where the ball was.
Shoulder to shoulder up here, started pulling, and Kelsey got her, got knocked down from behind. So
let's see where Hope Howard plays this ball. She goes straight down the line to Kinsley Perry. Perry tries to sing it back into the middle. Crass gets it over to the right side.
Almost.
And what do we got here?
Kinsley got knocked down again, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't see it, but
I
okay.
Yeah,
I was following the ball closer on the right side here, so
it was it was after the ball.
Okay.
She got girl.
So Kinsley Perry, is she going to take it or Hope Howard? Probably Hope Howard. And Perry's going to go back down the left line for the Lady Marshals.
So we got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Kinsley's not quite in there yet, but there's 5 people coming at the goal here.
Hope sends it towards the penalty box.
Nice.
Another little
pass,
touch.
Abs.
Lady Marshall's trying to win it. A couple 50-50 balls. Crass with a header. Foot back the other way by the Lady Tigers. Gallimore on the right side. And then that's going to be a foul against Murray. Would like to see maybe one more pass to see if the Lady Marshalls would have maybe been able to carry that possession. Why are they moving it back, Jack? That foul happened at least 10 more yards up. But nonetheless, they're not making a move at Bevel over to that left side now for the Lady Marshalls.
Good ball movement.
Teague.
One more time.
There's an
It's a
opportunity.
little soft.
Yeah.
Way to go, Kins.
There's the shot, and it's going to bounce. There's the follow, and right there was Maxlow, but Ella Parker holds on to it for the Lady Tigers. So if we go under 21.5 to go.
Kinsley recovered well, man. That girl got a touch on the ball, and she drove through the ball and had a really good follow-through, and it created a shot for her.
Gosh, a big elbow in the back to Maxlow by Floda.
Yeah. Just the freshman letting us know she's there. Oh, goodness.
And they're going to let Murray have that. How on earth do you do that, Jack?
I don't know.
I don't know. But honestly, you and I did have a better.
Confusing.
Well, we had a better perspective. I'll be quite honest, because his front was to the back of that last play, and we were actually in a better place. 45-degree angle, saw that a little bit better. But nonetheless, Murray's going to put this over towards the right side of the penalty box. They're going to bring the ball out. Actually, Lady Marshalls are going to win it. Kinsley Perry blasted out, but the only one there to receive it is number 25, Riley Campbell. Crass tries to receive it.
Got to get
She's
up.
grimacing in there a little bit in pain, but Crass back up. Finally out of bounds. And more substitutions for the Lady Marshalls before we do a throw-in.
There you go. You got Ringstaff coming in and Laney Smith. So Ringstaff's going to replace Mia Teague, give her a little break, and Laney's going to come in for Gallimore, P. Money. So, look at the back line there. You got Laney Smith on the right, Jonna Walker, and Chase Hill in the middle, and Hope Howard out on the left.
Well, Jack, there's a little mess up there because Murray didn't have a substitution, did they?
Yeah.
But they let the Lady Marshalls sub in. Crass has got an opportunity over on this right side. Got an opportunity to cross it, and she just sends it sailing behind the goal. But that's a little perplexing there as well. I didn't see any Murray substitutions on that. But Murray had the throw in, so Lady Marshalls really should not have been able to sub. But Hannah Holsapple in for the Lady Marshalls now.
Coming in for Kelsey Crass. So through the middle, we got Peyton Lamb. We got Abby Bevel and Ringstaff at that 10 spot. And then you got Kinsley Perry on the left, Maxlow on the right, and then Hannah Holsapple in the middle.
In for the Lady Tigers, number 28, Isabella Bourne returning. A freshman on that right side for them, their defensive right side. I never heard a whistle, but everyone could tell it was a throw-in. There is the throw-in for the Lady Marshalls. Ringstaff going to try to get it down deep in the line because she can keep it in. A little bit. She does try to turn it, try to save it, turn it back in for the Lady Marshalls, but be a goal kick nonetheless.
Yep. 19, a little bit under 19 minutes left. 2-0 Marshall County.
And remind you, the boys will be in action after this one here. Aaron Clayton and Kyle Johnson will be bringing you that call. And there again, like Jack just said, Lady Marshalls with that 2-0 lead. See if they don't come out of this here remaining undefeated in the district. And, of course, the boys looking to do the same thing. Peyton Lamb picks it up for the Lady Marshalls. Back to Laney Smith. Smith off of her foot. And Murray is going to try to maintain the position.
Good job, Ava. I mean, very complimentary, Ava. She kept her hips at Laney and created space. And, she almost turned enough to get that pass off. And Kyra was swirling around waiting for it. But good job.
Walker to Maxlow. Maxlow with a touch just to keep it in bounds for the Lady Marshalls. Received by Bevel. Bevel forward to intended for Holsapple. Somebody lost a cleat.
I think she got the back heel of her.
Yeah, it looks like the Lady Tigers, Hopkins.
Yeah, Emily Hopkins.
Lost her right cleat. And she's struggling to get it on. And now she's got her boot back on. Official places the ball down, and Taylor Fuqua will put it back in play for Murray. Murray and Lady Marshals both scramble. Fuqua with a blast over towards the top of the 18. It's actually going to roll past everybody and into the hands of Parker Perry. Perry looks out over towards her left side, as now that sun is just right about even with the horizon, so she has to look at that. A little roller over to Hill. Hill back out to Bevel. Lady Marshals moving it from their left to the right. Maxlow across the center line for the Lady Marshals. She beat one player, has one more to beat. Going looking over to her left and her right. Goes over towards her left, splits a couple defenders, and there's a shot, but it's going to go into the hands of Ella Parker. She does a great job. I guess my opinion is the best. I think, Jack, you could argue it probably other ways, but this is Caleb's opinion, is Maxlow is the best ball-handling dribbler on the field to move forward. Actually, we got an injury timeout here, Jack.
She is speedy.
And
she doesn't, and she'll grow. I mean, she's a sophomore, and she's going to play a lot of club this fall and spring, and if she can learn to move the ball just a little bit in a lateral.
Did they call timeout?
No, they just blew the whistle. He didn't put his hands up.
Okay.
If she can learn to move the ball just a little left, right, and create more space than she does with her speed, then Zoe is definitely someone that's probably going to play at the next level if she wants to, for sure.
Jack, you forgot to remind me about the phone call I had earlier today, and actually we were just talking about the clock and whether this is a timeout or not. And the clock keeper's got it right. Unless the official raises up and gives a signal, you don't stop the clock. But today I had a little conversation with the folks over at KHSAA. Not normal that I would give them a call, but I called and said I would like to talk about something. And they said, "What would you like to talk about, Mr. King?" Actually, they didn't call me that, but talk about the clock and the clock management and my complaints and seeing what we could do about changing things where the clocks don't get stopped on 2 minutes. This is the only sport where they stop the clock. And if soccer, as the Lady Marshals actually trying to move the ball in towards the top of the goal, but cleared out by Murray. But it's the only sport where they stop the clock at 2 minutes. And a low-scoring game like soccer, that could be really crucial to know what's going to happen within that last 2 minutes. How much time do I have? And I just think it's a disservice to the players, to the coaching staff, and the fans, and a little bit maybe to the media trying to call the same thing. But mostly to the players and the coaching staff to know what's going on. How many seconds do I have? Is it 45 seconds? Is it 5 seconds? What do I have to do? Do I need to just release the ball and hope it goes in or what? But they asked me to put the thoughts in writing and send it over and see what they can do, and probably nothing will happen. But at least to maybe get the conversation going. And I also mentioned one of the things about the sloppiness of the check-ins. I said, people coming in from 25, 30 yards, the left of the center line to the right. And then I said, it's always done well at the state tournament, but during regular season play, it's just a bit sloppy, and it's almost like something could be honed in there a little bit. Don't want to sound like a complainer, but really the clock is the big thing.
So do they So do they make those decisions and regulate the referee's discretion on some of those things, or is it? I just don't want to take too much time on that, but what they talked about was that's something that they can push out, far as, directives, basically, on not the clock, but on the checking in thing, to tighten that up and do it like they do in the state tournament. Of course, state tournament, they usually have a center official there that's doing just the substitutions, so that's a little different. You're not going to have that in a regular season game. There's just not enough officials to do that. Yeah.
As far as the clock, that's a much bigger deal. That's potentially into training and then actually getting officials, to make sure they have to do their signals and not back out the other way. But Lady Marshals moving the ball here forward and deflected back by Murray Tigers. Again, we have the 2-0 lead. I really would like to see something happen on the clock, even if they have to stop it and say, hey, can you reset the clock to X time? That's what I think we should do. There's a ball towards the back post, and going to go right of goal just a little bit.
Yeah, nice height, nice height, and the right amount of momentum. It just curled just a little bit too much. Same kind of shot she made last time when she scored.
Peyton Lamb going to come in and pressure floater, but she's going to get the pass off towards the center circle. Lamb's going to go down to the ground. Lady Tigers try to move the ball over to the left. Laney Smith picks it up. Now back to the center circle. Robertson controls the ball for the Lady Marshals. Working back over to her left. A lot of pressure applied there by number 6, Cora McConnell. Long ball over here to the opposite side of the field. And Zoe Maxlow not able to
She didn't get
chest
her
that
hips
one there
around.
down.
That was a nice try by Zoe. She just didn't get her hips around.
Well, it had a big bounce too. So Casey Fuller coming back in. Maxlow is going to go off, and Murray brings in a couple subs. Looks like number 3 Addison Foley coming in, and then on the back side, I think we've got number 25 Campbell coming back in.
Okay.
There's a throw in for the Lady Tigers. Off the head of number 17, Irene Castillo. Got a nice line there. And the ball blasted back out the other way. Who's going to win the 50-50 ball? Murray really just sends another 50-50 ball over the left side, but Jonna Walker's going to get
Jonna. Good job.
And then you're going to send her down to the ground. They're going to be a...
Yeah, I mean, that was body on body, it's good. See, she's traveling, keep on traveling.
That's Casey Fuller moving about 25, 35 yards. Got Peyton Lamb on the right side. Over on the left side. Oh, actually, Casey had an opportunity to move to the middle, and she does so. But finally picked off going back out the other way.
Yeah, Peyton was wide open over here, and she was trying to move to the other side of the field, and Peyton was just wide open, though. She just got to dribbling a little bit too much. Jonna, great job, Jonna. I saw she defended 2 plays there, put her shoulder in at the right time when the ball was present, and disrupted the play the first time enough to, not let that girl's momentum come through the ball. And then she came back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Flota is the one you're talking about there.
Yeah. And then she came back and recovered back to and then the ball kind of moved around a little bit. And then she came back to the defensive line, and she was in the box, and she handled it very well. She didn't extend her arms. She kept her hip to hip, kept the player really close to her body so that ref can't make the decision that, she's swinging into her or anything. Really good play by Jonna Walker. I mean, really good defensive play, and really developed a lot in the last year. Neat to see.
Inslee Perry off on the left side for the Lady Marshals. She's going to release this, gets out to the top of the 18. Is going to go over the head of Casey Fuller. Fuller going to try to runch down, and that should be a foul on Fuller. Maybe, maybe even a yellow card, Jack. That was pretty. That's one of those you might mention on the way home kind of deal, huh?
Yeah, I think I will.
Video won't lie on that one there.
Yeah, right.
Got to maintain your composure there.
Yeah.
And you can hear maybe or maybe not. Actually, I got
she tried to get it back there.
There's going to be a foul. This time, Casey with a really slight push in the back, but I really just realized I got the crowd mic turned down. It might actually just as well.
Yeah.
Because the Murray fans sure seeing the same things that we are observing. And good calls. We go down to 9:37.
Yeah, good call. Keep her in check.
So Murray will put the ball back in play. Nice long ball headed back out by Robertson. Settled by number 10, Peyton Ray. Ray tries to blast one through on that right side. And there's a couple players down to the ground. They're going to call that against Robertson.
Yep.
And Ray got down to the ground. So this is really a set piece here. A little deep, but players can put it in the back of the net if you put the right one there. It looks like they're going to send Kerrigan Walsh over. Welsh.
Ava's on the back. Flota's on the back side there, and you got Ray in the middle there, and
About 36 yards off on the right side. Ball put up in play, and jumping up, it goes off, ricochet down. Lady Marshall's got to clear it out, and finally get it out. Nice ball placement there by Welsh. Ball on the right side.
Yeah.
And offsides.
I don't quite. I mean, maybe I need to review the rules.
Well,
Chase was, back behind the play. Didn't quite understand that.
I didn't understand that one there either because it looked like to me they didn't even have possession of the ball and he called the offsides.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, ball back out to the center line. Headed down by Ringstaff.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a foul against Murray. And really kind of, Jack, hate to say a little sloppy on both sides here the last 3 or so minutes for both sides. Not just Lady Marshals, but Murray as well. So let's see who can settle this back down and get it to, good consecutive passing on both sides, especially the Lady Marshals. Let's see what happens here.
8 minutes
Inslee
left.
Perry into the top of the 18, actually towards the right side. Is going to go off Casey Fuller with a one-touch shot, and that one goes in the hands of Ella Parker. She had the right thought that time, Jack. Didn't have any opportunity to kind of do anything other than that, but the one touch. Here's a punt that comes out. It's going to come out short, and it's going to go off of Ava Claire Flota's foot. And Lainey Smith will do a throw-in. She was wanting to do a quick throw-in, but we're going to have 4 substitutions. Mia Teague come back in, Bevel's coming back in, Kraft back in, and Pagel on the left side.
7.
Peyton Lamb going off, Ringstaff going off, and Holsapple missed one other one. Kinsley Perry on the left side.
Okay.
Now Laney Smith looking to do the throw-in for the Lady Marshals. Gets it over to Robertson. Robertson with a lot of pressure. All over there is number 17, Irene Castillo. Ball comes over to the near touchline, out of bounds. Throw in for the Lady Tigers. Lady Tigers, quick throw down the line. Lady Marshals trying to get the ball loose. Down the line. They're going to send this ball to Flota a lot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for the Lady Tigers, that one there goes out of bounds. Quick throw in. Fuller tries to send it back into the middle. Knocked down by Welsh. Now working it back out the other way is number 28, Isabel Bourne. Teague, little touch to Robertson. Actually goes past Robertson.
A little sloppy, girls.
Lady Marshals off the left side. Nice job there by Lady Marshals. Number 14, Laney Smith, to keep it inbounds on our side of the field. Actually on their defensive side of the field, my bad. Now the ball forward. Again going to Flota. Flota just goes up around Laney Smith. Flota's got a lot of room to work. Thought about crossing the ball. Bevel there with the pressure.
Hard to get through Abby Bevel.
Yeah, there's a roller into the near post and clear back out. And it's going to be a corner kick. Actually, it's not going to go out of bounds.
It's not going to go out of bounds. It's going to sit right there. And Avis, there you go, out of bounds.
Now it's going to be a corner kick.
I think.
Or was it a throw in?
Yeah, it was this side of the flag there.
Okay. Well, that's good because I didn't want to see a corner kick. Not with a ball like that. They're already in a big enough advantage there.
Mm-hmm.
High arching throw in, but not very far. And there's a ball crossed over towards the top of the 18. Lady Marshals pop it up in the air. 50-50 ball. Robertson's there. Nice header back over to Crass.
Nice header.
Crass settles. Look over to her left. Now sends it over to her right.
Anna Roberts.
Robertson's going to have a hard time getting there. Cleared out of bounds by the Lady Tigers. Lady Marshals will have a throw in here. Right in front of the press box and right in front of the fans here at Murray High School. Laney Smith will do the throw in here on this right offensive side of the field. She's going to drop it back here to Jonna Walker, and she's going to send it over to Hill. Hill looks over to her left. To Teague out to the center. Bevel tries to pop the ball over to the left side, but knocked down. Robertson's going to settle. A lot of pressure on her. Trying to shake loose. Drops back about 5 or 6 yards. Or pass over to the left side to Clara Body. It's going to be picked off because it was sent too soft.
Yeah, so we need to hold just a little bit longer. They're pressing more, but we need to hold a little bit longer to create that passing lane. So, Anna, heads up, Anna.
Robertson trying to work through a couple of defenders. Picked off back out the other way. That's taken away by Peyton Ray. Ray over here to Flota on the left side. They're going to go nice ball down the line. Flota's going to lay off for the ball and give it over to number 17, Castillo. Castillo sends it into the top of the 18. And Riley Campbell was close, but not off sides, but missed it there by about a stride or so. So Parker Perry's going to go out and pick this one up. Her punt comes out, and it's kind of a low runner, something you don't normally see from her. He'll blast it back out all the way to the defensive lines. We go under 4 minutes to go here in the second half. Lady Marshals.
Nice.
Teague with a touch. The bottom of the center circle. Little floater over to.
Nice pass to Kelsey Crass.
Crass off.
All right, Casey.
Crass gets tripped up.
Nice pass. Nice header to Crass. She just did it, and she juked that goalie good time, man. I mean, that was for real there. That's good stuff.
Lady Marshals looking to keep the possession. The ball is on their right offensive side of the field. Fuller gets it, goes past one defender, past another one, just short of the center circle into the top of the 18, but it's not going to get through. Campbell there to knock it down.
I just love Anna. I mean, she plays right through that ball every time, doesn't she? I mean, she's a great midfielder.
She's a hustler, that's for sure. Long ball on their right side. And Murray, if they would maybe look alive, now they got someone pouring it on that right side, but Hill's there first. That's number 27, Jalen Fuqua. Hill back out the other way. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second half. Remember, Aaron Clayton, Kyle Johnson will be bringing you the boys' action next as we see Aaron Clayton down there in front of us, talking with folks on the way up with his wife, Julie. And
call that Fuqua.
Parker Perry, the roller out here to Robertson. Casey Fuller. Fuller dancing around with the ball, sends it up across the center line. Robertson, you got Fuller on the right side, send it up to Crass. Crass needs to go quickly over to the right. Had the right idea, but didn't have enough quickness.
Nice bump. Almost.
And this one's going to have a slow roller into the hands of Ella Parker.
Nice job, Anna Roberts.
Here comes the punt. Teague with the header. Robertson there again trying to fight for the ball. Bevel's going to get the touch out here for the Lady Marshals. Going to cross the center circle. Send it out over towards the left side.
Robertson.
Yeah, Robertson.
I said Roberts.
I'm used to it.
Are you?
So are her parents.
I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
Yeah.
her mom texts me every time I do that.
No kidding.
And so I was like, if we had minutes or whatever,
Whoa,
text.
there's a opportunity right there for Murray as Parker Perry came out, the ball slid through and not able to turn back quickly. Lady Marshals defense, Laney Smith going to disrupt things as we go under 2 minutes to go. Lady Marshals again with a 2-0 lead. They're going to send the ball over on that right side. Parker Perry is going to come over and scoop it up for the Lady Marshals. And Jack, earlier this year, the Lady Marshals had a win 5-0, so I would say Murray has done an improvement to hold this one here to 2-0. Of course, it's not over, that's for sure. We still got that 2 minutes, but the possession's definitely been in the favor of the Lady Marshals. The ball is at the center circle. Teague's going to receive it. Try to get it over to Robertson. Robertson's going to work farther over to her
Nice
right.
shield, Anna.
Fuller trying to fight for the ball. And a couple players going to go down to the ground. Play on as Campbell's trying to work the ball through and fighting feverishly. Picked off there by Hill. And it's a bit of a frenetic pace at this point for Murray. And it's got to be because you're under, maybe about a minute and a half to go. There's a long ball with offsides on the left side here. That's Flota.
Yeah. A little eager by the freshman, but
nice idea. She was wide open. If she'd been on sides, could land that ball in. Actually, a little bit closer towards the penalty box area would have been a nice place to land that last ball. But Jonna Walker will take this here for the Lady Marshals. Gets it out to Casey Fuller. Fuller settles. Back over to her right side. And it's going to be a throw in for the Lady Marshals. Just even with the center line. Laney Smith. She'll do the throw in for the Lady Marshals. Smith to Robertson. Robertson. Kind of a miscue there a little bit. Picked off the other way and going to be a throw in for Lady Tigers. They're going to gain about 15 or 16 yards. They'll have a throw in here on their left offensive side of the field. As the ball girl gives it to Laney Smith, and she's like, I'd love to, but it's not our throw in. With the throw in, Isabel Bourne. Pressure by Robertson. Off on the right side is 21, Howell. Now Robertson, long ball, goes to Crass. Crass tries to pop it open over. Bevel with a touch. And we're surely within about 45 seconds or so. And Jonna Walker's going to get back and receive this one here for the Lady Marshals. She's going to send it back over to Parker Perry. Perry with a one touch. Headed back out the other way. And Walker's going to have another one here. Going to shield off. Murray trying to come back out the other way, and there's going to be a foul against Walker. Jack is going to set them up maybe about 5 yards off the left elbow of the penalty box area. Quick strike of the ball towards the back post. Headed back. Oh, nice header there by the Lady Tigers, but fortunately Parker Perry right in place to catch that one there. Good quick ball in there by Flota. And there is full time. Lady Marshall's going to have a win here. And much